specific air flights that will be participating. I wanted to especially single out Southwest. If you're on Southwest, every single Southwest flights will now, during this pilot program, will have digital format. So mahalo to Southwest for your efforts. We have Southwest here, we have Hawaiʻi and Alaska here, we have Delta participating, we have American Airlines, we have United Airlines, and thanks to every single one of the partners being able to be a participant in this program, that's what's making it really exciting. After the 3-month period, we are going to assess and see how we can make this a fully digital program for the entire ag digital efforts. Before I close, I specifically want to thank Jason and John. Jason is the IT personnel from Department of Agriculture. We couldn't get to this point without Jason. Jonathan, head of the plant and animal quarantine, and Jonathan right here. And he worked really hard to ensure that our community is safe. So mahalo, and I'm going to turn it over to Erica. Complete. Okay.
Mahalo, Lieutenant Governor. Now I would like to introduce to you Senator Glenn Wakai, Chair of the Senate Committee on Energy and Intergovernmental Affairs.
Aloha. Today we are finally saying aloha to a 79-year-old process. The paper ag form was introduced to the state of Hawaii in 1946. We've been addicted to paper for all of that time. Ridiculous. And I thought it was ridiculous 5 years ago when I engaged the Department of Agriculture to figure out how we can digitize this paper ag form. To be honest, they were very reluctant for a number of years, and they told me to force them to do it. So I said, all right, I'm going to change the law. And thank you, Governor Green, for signing that law into effect. And I really appreciate Lieutenant Governor Luke, who really had the administration come on board to finally embrace the idea of turning paper into something that's electronic. I mean, we all know that the best time to let a passenger know what not to bring into the state is before they get on the plane, not when they're scurrying through their baggage to look for a pencil and then, oops, I got a ferret. Oops, I brought in live plants. I mean, that is not the time to let them know what is unacceptable in the state. So that's a huge shift with this app, is that it's going to educate our visitors and locals coming home what not to bring back to the state of Hawaii. Although this pilot is only going to be for the ag form, I know eventually it's going to include the tourism survey. Hawaii has the best tourism data in the nation because we're the only state in the nation that has this ag requirement. And subsequently, I think in 1950, we started putting the tourism form on there. And with the tourism, that's to me golden. That's golden information. We can really find out what our marketing efforts are. How effective are they? Did you come here because you saw Jurassic Park 25? Did you come here because of a lava flow? You can really have real-time questions because once you print 6 million pieces of paper, you can't change those questions. So this ag migration, migrating from paper to a digital format is going to have huge, huge benefits. It's going to give us a better sense of assurance that invasive species are not coming in here. And two, it's going to give us real good data as to what marketing efforts are being effective to lure the people to the state. So I thank you, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, as well as the airlines, because without the airlines buy-in, none of this would be happening. We'd still be on paper. And thank you to Department of Ag for finally seeing the benefits of going digital. Aloha.
Mahalo, Senator. Next, please welcome Representative Kirsten Kahaloa. I'm going to say it right. Kirsten Kahaloa, Chair of the House Committee on Agriculture and Food Systems.
Aloha mai kako. We stand here today in the hustle and bustle of one of our gateways and entry points to Hawaii, our airports, which are the, again, welcome mat that people see when they come to our communities across the state. But we also stand at a critical juncture, facing threats that can alter the very nature of what makes Hawaii unique, special, and critical to the welcome our guests receive when they see our beautiful ecosystems and natural environment. And Hawaii's isolation being in the Pacific, it is the source of that unique biodiversity that makes us extra vulnerable to biosecurity threats and things like invasive species. So these invaders come in all different pathways, and this Akamai Arrival Program and the digitization of this arrival form, which we're hoping to change the name soon, this legislative session, so people understand how important this form is what we are working on today. And we're just super excited for those of you who have had inconsistencies on your flights of, do you have a pen? Is the form optional? Is it required? Now we're starting to see that we can make it consistent so we see more people complete the form. I guess I'm one of those who completes it irregardless, share my pen and others, but we know that we need consistency in the completion in this form. But for our local agriculture, biosecurity is critical to the bedrock of sustainability. Our farmers have experienced devastation for nearly 20 years, especially on Hawaiʻi Island. We really need to address biosecurity threats. We know that the plant quarantine section and division of Hawaiʻi started during kingdom times. King Kalakaua knew the importance of protecting coffee and our agricultural industry and set up the plant quarantine branch. So this kingdom time initiative is something we still see today and we need to honor. The good news is, even though these threats are critical and we need to increase and strengthen our biosecurity efforts, biosecurity can and must be detected and intercepted. And this is one step to comprehensive work that we have alignment with our executive branch, with the Senate and the House, to really work towards measures to secure and increase our biosecurity. So not only is our biodiversity protected, our beautiful